All right, folks, a very good morning to you. 23rd of May, obviously Saturday, Memorial Day weekend. It's about 3 minutes past 9 a.m. I'm kind of right where I want to be here this morning. Things are actually kind of working out a little bit. Oh, knock on wood for me, please. Chores all got done here this morning. There was no new calf tagging to do this morning. We're gonna have an influx. It's gonna hit real hard here in a few days to come. Though there's quite a few of these mamas that are just ready to burst. So all chores and doings are done. This farm can sit still till about 4:30, 5 o'clock p.m., which means I got all that time in between time to put the sorghum in. All right, big doings here this morning. There's nothing quite like the first day of grazing. There's just something about it, puts a small smile on the face, lets you know that summer's here, or at least starting. Boy, oh boy, if you could hear those cattle talk this morning. Just jumping around, rambunctious as all hell. I both got run over. They are happy, 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 happy. So yeah, just about everything's up on the hill right now, with the exception of a group of calves I'm seeing back there. And all's well, doing real good. They're gonna stay up on that hill for a couple of days, mow it down, and then they're probably gonna hit well behind the barn there, also known as Kuthas. They'll probably spend 3 days back there with supplemental feeding. They got a couple of bale rings there, silage if need be. And yeah, about 5-6 days from now, we'll be starting the paddock system. If time permits this evening, as long as the day goes well, maybe we'll grab a couple of hay freds, maybe 12, 13, 14 of them. Maybe we'll head up on the hill and catch the cattle on grazing. It's just I don't, for here anyway, there's just something about it. It can't be explained. It's one of those many great first sights of the year. That, or seeing your new alfalfa pop out of the ground, which the peas and oats on that smaller field, yeah, that's out of the ground now. All right, folks, we're ready for the big dance. Big dance for me. We're going after the sorghum field right now. I plan on leaving the second I press stop on this video here. Got all my P's and Q's together here. Obviously, we've got the International 510. It's a 10-foot planter drill, excuse me. And here is our sorghum seed. Little baby seed that's going to grow up into being a big boy. Get cut down and get shot out the other end. All right, folks, I opt to once again go with the Alfrex seeds, which is part of Dow Agri-Science. This is the Sorghum Sudan Hybrid Forage King BMR. This seed comes out of Texas, which you'll find that about most of all of your sorghum seed comes out of Texas. I'm going to say it one last time. What this stuff did with last year's disastrous weather program that we had here, it's scary to think about a good weather pattern this year and what this stuff will do. It's actually scary to think about. All right, folks. I am opting to plant at 35 pounds to the acre. If you've been with the channel for any amount of time, you do know that I have a calibration problem with this planter. A person can get it pretty stinking close. But there is a calibration problem with this nonetheless. I can assure you that this is at anywhere from 35 to 40. The words "I'd rather be heavier than lighter" have never proved better than when it comes to sorghum. Yes, I try to watch $1 and $2 for God's sakes. I mean, I have to, just like everybody else. But when it comes to the sorghum, I'd rather be heavier. I ended up purchasing enough of this this hybrid to cover 20 acres at 35 pounds to the acre. Let's call it a small insurance policy. Now, if you've definitely been following this channel for any amount of time, you know that I better by God not start today without some extra bags. That's just the way it is. Pay no attention to the messiness of this machine shed. So, just in case, and I hope to God I don't have to open these, I have got 4 more bags of sorghum. This is not the hybrid. This is their Sweet King variety. I dare call it just run-of-the-mill sorghum. That sounds disrespectful. I'm not being so. It just it is what it is. So yeah, this is on reserve, 4 bags just in case. I can obviously bring those back to the mill if they are not opened and get credit for them. Understand that this hybrid I kind of had to special order. Firm believer in it. I believe it's worth its weight in gold. It's basically double the price than the 4 bags that I just showed you, but worth its weight in gold. Now I can tell you, if I was doing like couple hundred acres or something, that'd be a different story. I'd probably mix and match. I'd probably do a 50-50, you know, some hybrid and then the run-of-the-mill sorghum. But that's not the case. We're putting in less than 20 acres, and I got to tell you, my hope and goal is to harvest about 500,000 pounds. 500,000 pounds off of 2 cuttings. That's the goal. I did well into the 400,000 pound mark 2 years ago with the Sweet King variety, and we'll just see what happens. Went and picked up the cultipacker. That's another huge believer that I have. Very obvious to some it's not. The cultipacker behind the grain drill when putting in your sorghum. And about damn near any other crop that you're going to drill in. So, yeah, this is going to take quite a while, but I have all day. This was properly and pre-planned to where the rest of the day is just outfitted for getting the sorghum in, going after a good day. I'm opting to hit it with the 6420 with the bucket on it. Number one, it's got a cab. It's going to be dustier than all hell out there. That's good. Plant in the dust and hope for a bust. Very happy, grateful, and satisfied with the help that I received last night with stone pickers. It was fantastic. I needed 6 good hands. I got 4 stellar hands. And those young men, they kicked butt, and they did it with a smile on their face. Very pleased, very fortunate, very happy. But you can't get them all. So that's what the bucket's for. I'm going to be picking stones while I plant if need be. I promise you I will have to get off the tractor probably 20, 30, 40 times. And big deal. I can I could use the exercise. The other thing is I went out and mulched the tracks this morning at about 7 a.m. after morning feeding. So that's going to kick up just a couple more rocks. And we're going to go from there. That's about it. Lawn's coming in real nice. Did a little lawnmower not too long ago. I do need to pick it up tonight if I do have some time with a lawn sweeper. That's about it. The garden is all worked up. While I've been messing around with, you know, field work, every time I've got an implement on, I hit the garden. It's been cultivated, it's been disked twice, and culti-mulched. I have a goal this year. I mean, I'm going to put in an assortment, not a big handful, but an assortment of, you know, vegetables for myself. Maybe a little extra for some canning. I don't know. But one of the things that we're doing, because that's a nice little, that's a good sized chunk there. I got a couple of nephews. They're very interested in the roadside stand of sweet corn this year. So we're going to put in multiple rows of sweet corn, and I don't know, test that out a little bit. Who knows if it works? Maybe we'll put in a couple acres next year. So in preparation for that, because I'm lazy as all hell, this come from Tractor Supply. I did use one of these a couple years ago. It wasn't the same brand, which is a looks like the name is Precision Products Incorporated. It comes with different plates, holds up to 6 pounds, includes storage pouch and 7 seed plates for over 30 varieties of seed. Obviously right now I'm just purely interested in the plate for corn, planting corn. So yeah, excited to unbox that, put that together. And the rule of thumb here up by me is your garden in by Memorial Day weekend. I think we hit it just right. If the weather holds out, maybe I'll even put some in tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the following day, Memorial Day. I see no greater honor. Don't get me wrong, heading to a cottage somewhere or the lake or some family, whatever, that'd be real nice. But if it can't be afforded due to time and all that other stuff, I find great honor, and maybe it means I'm a prude, I don't know, in working in one form or another on the farm and around the homestead on Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July, the list goes on and on. There's just something about it. I don't know. But then, of course, that evening, it's time to talk to Fred a little bit. I got one of those evenings due. I think I definitely plan on doing that here this evening. So anyway, enough about that garbage. Looking forward to that. We're off to the races, folks. I will do a shorter type video while drilling in the sorghum. We're going to keep heavy tabs on the seed and hopefully not the lack thereof. We'll see what happens. I got the 4 bags just in case, and we're going to go from there. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Saturday morning. Hope everything's going your way. You got some good plans here for Memorial Day weekend. It's something to honor. Let's not forget what it actually is. It's not all beer drinking and barbecues and gatherings. I'm not going to preach at you, so I'll stop there. But that's it. Good morning. Talk to you sooner and later.